I know, totally alive. I'm just like, I don't even care. I'm like, I'm so late. So just like off my topic. I have my hair all pulled back, but when I did, like, you can just see the gray. Do you see it? Like, and it's not that you can see it. It's just I can see it. And my ADHD brain in the back of my mind as I speak will start talking to myself about, man, you got to go see your girl Missy and get that hair done. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyways, I'm getting there. All right, I haven't done all my back work. I know it's been so long. It's been so long. And you'd think I'd be completely ready. But I'm not. Okay. This is the best it's going to get. Put that back there. Maybe should have got ready a little earlier. I've been decluttering, though. I've been totally decluttering. And I spent my whole morning, like, I need more square footage today. So, and I told my husband, like, the biggest thing, I don't know. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So, twins at heart and families made it in the house. Green Gables. Lady Flora says hello. Chaos and Grace. Scarlett Kennedy says, I finally made it to Mama Chat. Me too. 2 weeks off. That's kind of long, isn't it? 2 weeks off made me like hop on Facebook and start doing some Facebook Live videos. You know, on a whim. No, nothing scheduled at all. Anya says, I like your hair like this. Do you? I'm still like, it's getting better. I won't lie. Like, I keep debating about chopping like this part back here off. What do you guys think? Because like, this is what the back looks like. So, you know, like chopping that back there and keeping it, and then do like an asymmetrical, you know, so it starts high and comes down low. And then I have been playing around. So I have this huge, can you see it? Because my lighting is really good. Lori, I have been like living vicariously on your camping vacation photos. Thank you for keep posting them on Facebook, because I'm really loving the glamping, camping. And I know it's not glamping per se, but in my book it is. So I just am like loving it. So I've been like playing around, back to my hair, playing around with where my part is. Because like here, I'm like pulling a total tangy look, getting my gray out there. My son just told me the other day, he's like, you have got to color that. He told me that last week, kind of deal. So do I like it parted that way? Do I go back to a whole, like, remember when it's like really puffed in the back and parted in the middle? Whatever. But actually, that's not the most flattering split kind of deal. I have days I really miss the shave. Shaving it off and putting the thing, but I don't know. Christina says hello. Jessica Sparks is here. I love decluttering. Feels so good. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was just thinking, okay, my ADHD and I were having a side conversation, and I was just thinking, I'm like, man, I was talking about something and I've already lost it. I should well, I should write things down, because it's already one of those days. Yeah. Look, like, isn't this the cutest? I found this at Office Depot. I mean, and look how much there is there. Plenty of time. Twin says that would be nice. Your hair flatters you, Lori says. You make me laugh. Asymmetrical would look awesome on you. Thanks, girl. Yeah, I caught you live. So happy. Darcy's in the home. Okay, Alicia from My Perfectly Imperfect Life is here. Darcy's here. Crystal Van Meter's here. April, you've made it. I haven't seen you in forever. It feels like it's been forever since I've seen you live. It has been. It really does feel that way. It looks like you streaked it. My friends dye their hair gray. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I do have to tell you, because something I just realized I didn't know before. And in the past, we've been very like, oh, what happens in the chat stays in the chat. Not anymore. So YouTube has updated everything. What we chat about in the chat, they can watch. So I don't really have to read the questions because they can watch them as they go. Now, for those of you who come back in playback mode, if you don't actually like it that way and you like it that I just like squirrel off and read what was said, tell me and we'll do this as an experiment because, you know, what do I know? What do I know? Kind of deal. But I know that a lot of you, ooh, I'm going to put my feet on the desk. Ooh, that doesn't, so far so good. Oh, there's my pen. I'm losing myself here. I'm losing myself. So I have this like really cool wheelie cart that I have my computer on because I have a desk, but you know, hey, why put my computer there when I can put my computer on a wheelie cart? My mom got this from IKEA. I'll show it to you. See it? So see, like, there's my ADHD, let me move stuff kind of deal. Yeah. Ooh, and let me make sure I put this on. Oh, Trish, you've got to put the clip on. All right, forgive me. I'm having a moment. It's been so long since I've seen you. Gremlin says, finally got a video since the new baby. Yay. Baby Freya says, yay. Your hair compliments you. There's my Vix. Hey, mama. Lori says, I shared a bit of one of your videos with my Aunt Elaine. I wanted to encourage her. She lives in a single wide. I wanted her to know that a family of 8 is making it work. Yes, we are. It's getting hard. We're decluttering so much right now. I'm keeping it goodwill in business. Heck yeah. Amira made it in. Okay. Yeah, so the house isn't sold. Like I have somebody in that house every day. And I have like a couple of people that love it, but the financing isn't right. So we just wait, and if their financing gets right and they can show up with what they need, kind of deal. But the house isn't sold. And I think I talked to you last time, like we were looking at moving. It's still on the table to get him closer. And so we were looking at locations like 20 minutes away. The Vix is moving in 10 days. Girl, oh, I couldn't handle it. It would stress me out. So, so we've been looking like 15 minutes away from his work compared to we live about an hour. And for what I could build here and put here, it's going to cost me like almost 2.5 to 3 times as much to buy it down there. So obviously I'm north. To buy it where he's at, where he works. And that's just not, so it's got us like, so then we're like, well, do we live here? And so him and I had a little dinner date and talked. Now this is huge because we don't really talk very well. We're not really, like, we're good at communicating the day to day, but to sit down and like, let's really talk this out doesn't really happen. So we had a dinner date and we had the conversations, and he comes up with a new alternative. He's like, let's get a mobile home and move him back to your parents' house. I'm like, you said what? I don't know if you know what you just said. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I should like that's what we should do. So we lived there with him before, like 6 months, and we were more than excited to get our place. And he's like, well, we could live there for a year, 4 years, and we could save up our money and raise the kids out of the house, you know, some of the kids out of the house, so we don't have to have such a large house. You know, he has a lot of like really, really good ideas. I'm just going like, can you actually move back home? I don't know if I can. Anyway, so we were like talking about that. I talked to my mom about that the other day, or no, today. And I was like, hey, what do you think about this idea? Crazy, right? Let's not do that. And she's like, oh, that would be perfect. Anyway, so I don't know. We just keep talking. Lady Floor is like, oh, I love decluttering. It's my therapy. It is not my therapy. It's work. No, actually, it does feel good. It's so good to see the outcome of it. So Bisha wants to know everybody's first day of school. I know I totally said I'm not going to read these, and I'm totally reading them because I can't help it. Let me just take a pause here. Lady Flora starts her CC community August 22nd. We're starting ours August 7th, but that's actually not true. We start that same week for foundations and essentials, and then the challenge starts 2 weeks ahead of that. So there you go. My baby is 2 and getting rid of baby stuff. Has anyone done a garage sale? Is it worth it? My husband's just anti-garage sale. I know, I told you I wasn't going to move this. I cannot read the screen because I need glasses. Build here, buy a better car to drive back and forth. Yeah. He hates to drive. He has a company truck and he drives. His idea is if we moved in as in nearby your parents, or as in with your parents. No, we were talking about like my parents have like 13, 14, 20 acres, I don't know, something like that they use for agriculture purposes, but there's enough space on a back acreage, like the back 3 acres, that we could put a mobile home on. And then the nice part is we could own the mobile home. They still own their land. So we don't have any of like that conflict to finance. And I don't know. So we were talking about that. So like we'd have our own entrance. We would, so it wouldn't feel like we're living in my parents' backyard kind of deal. I mean, I got neighbors closer than what my parents would be. And my parents are just like, it's all going to be yours one day anyways. Why don't you start living here now? And I'm like, and I think it's that whole song, like, you can't go home, you can't go back. And I don't know. I guess it's a little bit like, I don't know. That's scary. That's kind of, I don't know if it's kind of scary because like we might be there one. And I told my mom, I'm like, we could be there 3 years. We could be there like forever. Let's just take it 1 year at a time. And let's just say we're going to be here 4 years and then see what happens. And then that would give them a rental property if they wanted to rent it out, a rental income if they wanted to, and leave them the house and just, I don't know. So yeah, we talked about that. Let's see. Oh, Bishaw, you're starting on the 7th. That's cool. So Christina says, we share property with my parents. They are in one house and we are in the other. It's been a blessing for both. It's nice to still have our own homes. Yes, I could not do it living in the house with my parents at all. No. Like we just have our own rhythm. And that's just been something that's always been, even living with my parents, I adopted the rhythm, but I always kind of had my own rhythm. So when I did move out, it was always hard. I could never go back because my rhythm was just so different. And there's no way. We'd have to have separate houses by far. I can see a lot of benefit, but I don't want to be like, oh, rose-colored glasses. Look how great this would be if we did this. And then you're living reality going, oh, it's not so rosy at all, kind of deal, and not getting caught up in expectations on each other either, kind of deal. So anyway, I love my family, but I'd go nuts. I feel like I'm not proportioning. Sorry, I keep moving this thing. Get my feet off of it. I'm not proportioning myself well in the camera. I hope this is better. Or that. Let's see. Anti-garage sale. I don't, my husband's just like, no, I cleared out this in the last 2 weeks. I cleared out all of my stuff I don't use for homeschooling that I was just sitting on. And I just was like, first come, first serve. But you know how many people wanted me to meet them somewhere? I was like, really? Really? Big says, oh, I love that. Living on their land. I bet that would mean you can get the mobile home you want, right? Sell everything off. Most of it's like, listen, we got to put somebody in college in 5 years. Let's get rid of all of our debt, and put some kids through college. Just saying. Garage sales depends. Yeah, they do depend on where you're at, and they're exhausting. And then everybody wants to like debate it. I don't know. It's not my thing. I like to buy from garage sales. I just don't like having them, kind of deal. I think because once I made the emotional decision not to have it anymore, I don't want it to be around. I just am like, it needs to go. Josh, when Doris made it. Hey, Doris. We live across the street from my parents. I love it, but never imagined it would work so smooth. Right? Creative Minds is in the house. Are they close to your CC community? About the same distance. And it's kind of funny because like where I'm at, I'm further out. So I'm about 15 minutes from them. So that would make my husband's commute 15 minutes shorter. So that would be really good. And he would like that. But where I'm at, even though I'm further, I have a quick kickoff that I'm like 7, I think I calculated the other day. I'm 17 minutes from like the heart of getting into everything. So like I'm 17 minutes from a Winn-Dixie, a Publix, a Walmart, a Dollar General, a Dollar Tree, no Aldi's, but a Starbucks, 2 fitness gyms, I don't know what else, a Walgreens, a CVS, a Popeyes, Applebee's, you know, I'm like not far from everything. And she's like 15 minutes from a Walmart because it goes into a different town. And so it's like that 15 minutes is kind of different. She's like, well, you can still get to that. You just, have to take an interstate. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to Google map that and, double check. Is this your 15 minutes or my 15 minutes? Because her and I have 2 different 15 minutes. All right. So anyways, I couldn't live with my mother because she disapproves of homeschooling, like my daughter is going into a hermit if I do. Yeah, my mom got used to it. I'm too headstrong. So I'm just like, you don't like it, I don't care. I just don't care at all. Anyway, so if you're here, give me a thumbs up. April says, we have 2 kids and 3 teens in a super small 2-bedroom. Every inch does quadruple duty, and the house looks deceptively tidy. Hint, don't open a drawer. Haha. That's my life. April, have you been like gone from everything because you moved? Because I have not heard about you or anything going on with you. So yeah, please share. But it's not the heart. There's a heart. I think the parents' land idea is a great idea for getting out of debt. Could be short term and give you freedom. Well, and also give us a transition place that we don't have to have something sold in order to move somewhere else, and have everything kind of like packed up. We can kind of move at leisure. It's an idea. Might go crazy. But the nice part is like we could have the goats. Like for us, it's like we got to have goats and we got to have chickens and, the dogs. And, we're not trying to have a farm. We're not trying to homestead. We need our goats. And the kids will end up doing pigs and lambs again next year for the fair. So kind of deal. Doris says, we have been trying to get my dad to move in with us, but my brother thinks it's too far. It would help and didn't have a huge rent payment. Well, that's the funny part. Like, and here's like the whole thing about it. And talk about like, I went in on my terms and not their terms. I'm like willing to give them a piece to build a house and be near me and my property on my terms. Can we just say like, it's not my way. I don't know. It's something. It's so, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. We live in Florida, and I always wonder if all the CC communities are studying the same thing at the same time. Yeah. Well, no, depending on what day you start, on what week you are, but everybody's doing their cycle 1 next year. My in-laws sold their double wide and built a house, and we were able to build a tiny one on the property at the same time. It works for us. I think it would. I think it would take a lot of things. All right. So April, what's been going on? Your husband had 3 heart attacks. Wow. Health stuff. Hit me up on Facebook and I'll share details. Still struggling but recovering. Bless your heart. I'm so sorry. So what does your husband think of moving into the red zone? Wait, is the red zone my parents? What's the red zone? Could minds tell me. Anyway, so I started decluttering this morning because I'm just like, okay, so here's one of the problems I've run into having a tiny house. So those who don't know and are here for the first time, we have a tiny house with a lot of people because we're a big family. I have 6 kids. And one of the things that has happened is trying to make that tiny space so functionable, it's not cozy. So we just kind of have, what does my husband think about the red zone with the in-laws? It's his idea. Girl, that's his idea. That's not mine. it's his. Mama ain't want to go home. Mama's good. Mama's on her own place. So, so it's not cozy. So I got this cruddy couch my mom gifted me. Well, our first couches were too big. You know, it's taken us, we've been here too long that it's taken us quite a while to figure out how to be very efficient. So one of them is we use the cubes, and I got the cubes from Better Homes and Gardens at Walmart. They deliver to the door. They're awesome. I put the things up. And I was looking at my cubes this morning or the past few days, and I'm like, there's just too much stuff there. It feels so crowded. And I just was like, you know, and I told my husband, and we have like this futon type couch, and we have these like 2 chairs. I bought these really old chairs. They're like retro because they're legit retro 80s couch chairs, and I really want to like the whole armchair kind of feel to them. And so I got them for like $40. It was like 2 chairs and an ottoman. They were stinking cool, black and white retro, right out of the 80s. Them things were so old and unused that like fabric started disintegrating, like really, really bad. It was, I mean, I've only had them since April and they're falling apart. Anyways, I really miss having I don't sit on a couch. Like the couch is uncomfortable. It's always cluttered and stuff. And I put a desk in there because I was doing my work, but I found I tend to do all my studying for the PE right there, studying for the PE on like a fold out table. So, and then I put it up and it's really nice and it doesn't take over my space. I totally got to turn the air on. Hold on. Oh, I'm running over a cord. I got to turn the air on. When you want to know what I'm doing, I gotta go there. Hold on. Oh man. So I have the air on nice and cold, but apparently it's a little froze up. So it's not that cold. So anyways, I told him this morning because they're going to leave and they're going to be at camp. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to like replace all the furniture because I need it to be relaxing and sitting around and enjoying each other. And it's not that. Like we like end up going to our beds because our beds are the most comfortable place. And we're not sitting and kind of being together mostly because it's just like none of the furniture is inviting. The space isn't set up to be inviting. And even though it's a small space, well, go to IKEA. You know, you go in IKEA and they got these tiny little living rooms and they show you like how to make them awesome. I'm going to try and use what I have to make awesomeness happen and put a big coffee table so we could do games there. You know, so there's a lot of like, ooh, we're going to lose kind of like movement space, but at the same time, we're going to have a place to be. So I was working on that all morning. Yeah. So about 6 o'clock this morning to now. And a lot of it, like, I'm like, if it doesn't feel like it belongs there, I just threw it in a box and I brought it out here. Because now I got space because I got rid of everything. So I don't know. That's what I got going on. That was like my whole, there's 26 minutes of what I started conversating about this morning. Anyway, do I have this thing set up right? Yes, I do. Anyway, Joelle made it in. Yay. Alicia says boundaries are so important and respect each other's time and schedules. Yeah. We're really used to being by ourselves. So I kind of don't see that being a problem. Even my kids, like, because we're always so much in each other's face, it's like a little bit like, I think my mom will be like over like excited, just like, oh, you're here kind of deal. So I think that'd be funny. Yes, IKEA is a great place. We've used IKEA for tiny house furniture with great storage space. They're not too much depending on what you get. Yeah, that's what I thought about of going to get furniture. And then, I don't know, it's one of those like, how long am I really going to be here? If I'm not going to be here long, I don't know if I want to drop money on stuff. I know. And then like, I don't want to, and that was a big part that I've been wrestling with myself. I don't want to spend a lot of money on short-term solutions. I don't know. I do. So anyway, we're going to talk about other stuff. Now that we've been here this long, we're going to talk about other stuff. I've been doing keto successfully, and like I want to show you how successfully, because it was shockers. Now I've only dropped 6 pounds. Yeah, I've only dropped 6 pounds. And like my biggest thing is like my face. But I'd put like a lot of weight back on. And so I'm like sitting at 170, but my size has gone down. I don't know. Can you tell? Like my size has gone down a lot. I know I'm still puffy. I'm waiting for a swoosh. I'm waiting for a swoosh to happen. And I was feeling bad because I don't have a photo of when I started. I should have taken a photo. So I've only dropped 6 pounds, but my husband's like, whoa, those are some big 6 pounds you dropped. He didn't say it like that, but anyways, I went through his phone and I found a picture of 2 weeks before I started. You ready? You ready? You think I gained some weight? Anyways, trying to make the same face. I couldn't. I was so inflamed. Look how inflamed I was. It doesn't even look like me, does it? Can you believe that was a couple months ago? Two months ago? 60 days. Yeah, I was seriously having some issues. Anyway. Yeah. Where do I get keto information from? So I've been doing it for a long time. I really need to do like every way I failed at keto. But my biggest problem, like in the past, I've tried keto 2 other times. And I didn't do well. But I didn't do well because I thought it was a meat diet and I was still overeating. So one of the problems I've come to is like doing Weight Watchers all the years has really turned me into an overeater, because it didn't have to do with the fact like you totally overeat your calories. It would become a game to me how much volume I could eat for little points. So I was always trying to eat quantity. And because of that, it got me into the cycle of eating a lot of food all the time. And then when I stopped doing Weight Watchers, because not having the fat and always living in stress, I could never be satisfied. I would turn around and still keep eating large quantities. And like over the years, I found myself, there was never enough food. I could never eat enough food. And that really kind of hit home. And every time I watched people do keto, and they're like, I eat so little. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing, because that's not me. I'm not full ever. I gotta say, Crystal's like, keto helps with the bloating of the stomach. Yes. Creative Mind says, I can tell, waiting for a swoosh. A swoosh is so it's like, apparently what happens is your fat molecule will lose the fat, but the molecule sits there and then it'll fill up with water. And then once your body realizes it's water and not fat, it goes, and you just like, you get like really jiggly, like a waterbed. And I got a little jiggle going on. Like, look. I got a little jiggle going on. Not that bad. It was worse though. Yes, YouTube has great information. Dr. Berg, I'm by far not an expert. I'm a hot mess keto mama. Hashtag hot mess keto mama. Let's see, my husband was put on keto. Now I have to get the family dinner together. Okay, Joelle, go and look. I just did a video and I was just like, this video is going so wrong. And then God blessed me with the ability to balance the sound out. So my girlfriend that helped me like realize what portions should be and like how little of meat you should eat, I was at campus. So I talked to her and we decided, because I'm not a meal planner, I'm like, I could kind of use some variety. And we came up with like a 6 dinner meal plan that we didn't make the recipes up. We just found them on the web. And then we came up with ideas to add carbs in there for the rest of your family. And so I have a video on that, and maybe later on I'll put it in the whatever. And you print up a PDF. I created a PDF or a thing you can print up, and when you print it up, you can see what you need to buy if you wanted to do it for a family of 8 or a family of 4. I know, I was really like thinking like this was going to be like hot stuff. Everybody's like, bring it on. Like nobody cares. Nobody's like gone on it. And I like was killing myself. But we're gonna try and do one every month for the next 6 months and come up with like 6 kind of weeks worth of meals. But I'm gonna tell you, I've only eaten half of those 6 meals. I still haven't gotten them all done. And then last night my kids were like, jambalaya, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. So I made a big pot of jambalaya. Now they ate theirs over rice. I just ate mine like soup, and it was to die for. I was absolutely upset when I realized this morning they ate it over grits. They cooked grits this morning and ate the jambalaya over their grits for breakfast. I'm like, and I didn't find out till lunch because, so one of the things, yes, wait, what are you saying, Doris? Yes, I would love info on the keto diet. I was way too inflamed and everything hurts. Just do it. Just do it. Just start eating fat and no carbs and eat fat until you're content. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to feel like crud for 3 days. And at the end of the week, like the biggest thing I noticed, I'll tell you, I can't find my ring. The biggest thing I noticed was, because I haven't worn a ring for so long. And a lot of that had to do, and I didn't realize, was my inflammation. And I was like, I'm going to put a ring on anyways. And I got just a wedding band because I don't want to wear my engagement ring and my wedding band because it was just, the 2 rings together were killing me. And the other one, I don't know. But then I'm realizing it was my inflammation because every day I would notice my ring getting smaller and smaller. But it looks better today. You see it? So see those like marks right here? One of the dogs got loose. I went to get him and ooh, did you see that jiggle? But look, that's where my arm really is. I'm an old lady. Anyway, and rope burned my fingers. My fingers swelled up. It was infected, so I had to take my ring off. And I tried to put it back on before it was all good. Ooh, it hurts now that I've been messing with it. And it wasn't ready, and my finger started swelling up again. I don't know. So anyways, what I noticed was my fingers and my arms and my wrists. I mean, so I'm 170 pounds, but look how tiny my wrists are. So I mean, I can go pretty far with almost getting my fingers to touch. So that's kind of like a good indicator of my inflammation. So, I lost conversation. Yeah, and things don't hurt. So I have my well visit, my annual where I do all my blood panels and everything this afternoon. And I was going in there, I'm like, I think I have adrenal fatigue. I have symptoms of adrenal fatigue. I have symptoms, I can't control my weight. What in the world is this thing doing? I'm telling you that ADHD is going to talk to myself about needing a haircut. And everything I talked to her about a month and a half ago, like 2 weeks before I started back on keto and didn't make it a meat diet, but made it a real fat diet. I can't remember what my complaints were because they're gone. And I'm not achy. I'm not miserable. I'm waking up. I'm doing really good. So there you go. Anna says, it looks like you lost a lot. Thank you. We could be besties now. Thanks. I needed that. Alicia lost 10 pounds last month, but 2 sizes. Oh, cool. Well, that's the big part too, is I'm okay. So 170, baby, but see these? I know I got the mama pooch. I did get asked if I was pregnant at church, and I'm like, 6 kids, man. And you can see it. I have, this is where my stomach comes out, and see how there's this flat spot. It curves and then it goes flat. It goes flat because I have a rip there, but at the same time, I got really strong abs. Anyways, that's a side note. My point, I'm 170 pounds, medium pants, size 8-10 at Walmart. Them things don't lie because those sizes are not forgiving. And I'm wearing mediums. Kind of crazy. Anyway, are you in ketosis as a genetology ketosis within a few days to a week? And I did this for redoing it a second time by eliminating a lot of meat, veggies, and healthy fats not from meat. Yeah, Crystal, I don't understand what you're saying there. I don't get it. Explain it in smaller terms. I get into this word. Anya says the secret is small portions and often. Not me. So one of my biggest parts is once I got fat adapted, I started intermittent fasting. Yeah. I started totally intermittent fasting, and that has been my game changer for portion control. I will tell you it. And I've done quite a few 24-hour fasts, which never in my life did I think I could go that long without eating. And it's really good. I typically eat between the hours of noon and 8 p.m. But anymore, it can easily be 12:30 to 7, or it could be one meal. I don't snack a lot though. Except I have been eating, I found this one Choco Zero or Choc Zero chocolates on Amazon. They're pricey. They're so good. They're like phenomenal. So I like that. Vic says, I'm in after the move. Start before, you're going to be miserable anyway. Just saying. It is so good though. I mean, and like, so like for lunch today, I had guacamole and bacon. That's all I ate. And I was full. And that's the one small problem. So my serving, like I found out like my serving stomach size now is 10 ounces. I like that. Which isn't that what it's supposed to be? Like the size of both your fists is the size your stomach should be. I swear mine was like this big. And if I snack when I cook dinner, I won't get to dinner. I'll just be full. I'm just like, I give up. I don't know. I also intermittent fast, eat closer to noon and stop. Oh, stop before 9 p.m. See, there you go. What kind of fat? I eat guacamole, bacon, butter, a little cream cheese. Not much. I'm not eating a lot of dairy either. I'm not eating a lot of meat. I'm not eating a lot of dairy. Except like when I have a salad. MCT oil, coconut oil, ghee. I mean, like literally fat. I find ways to have fat and vegetables. Like mostly, I'm just eating fat and vegetables. Fat and green stuff. Whatever's green, asparagus. Ooh, I like to do sauteed mushrooms. And then like I did then. So if you go on the large family keto meal plan, so that's why I'm kind of like hashtagging large family keto meal plan. And I'm creating like a spot. So I'm like reviving my blog. And my blog is just trish.blogspot.com, really creative there. And I'm going to kind of move some of my older stuff there and put, because I used to blog a lot. Anyway, so I'm kind of putting a benchmark so you can find all the stuff. And I think I'm going to go back and do, I'm going to put all the live chats with Mama Gets Fit with Tangi, all those live chats, and give that a home and give Mama Chats a home. So you can just click on them and go right to them without having to search for them on the internet. Kind of deal. I'm going to get those PDFs tonight. Hopefully, life is so crazy with the kiddos and doctor appointments. Thank you. No problem. And so like my plan is I'm going to have a binder and I'm going to have 6 tabs and put 6, all 6 meal plans divided by tabs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the grocery shopping list and like the reasoning what I can make with it in the front. And then I'm going to print out all of the recipes so I can just stick it in there and I can flip through. Avocado, lots of whipped cream and tea, coffee, natural, not sugar or buttergrass, stevia, coconut sugar. Yeah. So Joel says, cool. I will look at the video again. I tried to watch, but too much background noise. I know. I'm so sorry. And it was so much worse, but you don't even have to watch the video. I click over to, if you click in the description, I have a description, a link to all the information. And if you hit over on Facebook, I did a quick video there. But I know it was just drove me nuts. It gave me a headache doing it. You should be. You should get the ad wheel. I should get square footage first because I'm not even exercising. Like a lot of times I lay in bed in the morning. I'm up at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm not like I'm awake before my alarm goes off, and I'm up at 5:30. I'm like I would get up and do something, but it's just too much work because I live in a tiny house. Kind of deal. Eggs, some meat like bacon, watch chicken, not breast. Yeah. You're so inspirational. Thank you. I'm just more verbal with my journeys, my up and down journey. I get into ketosis within a few days to a week. Are you in ketosis? I don't eat a lot of meat, but more vegetables, healthy fats. I'm learning his from a second round of keto. Yeah, I'm in ketosis, and I kind of come in and out. What do I put oil and butter on? Broccoli, spinach. Actually, I was upset. I went to Applebee's, and like I knew I was gonna cheat. Like I went in there knowing I was gonna cheat, and I was like not gonna feel guilty because it's about progress, not perfection. And we got chips, and I'm like, I'll let you order. Yeah, nothing like paying $5 for chips and salsa. And I was kind of upset with myself because like I ordered. So what did I order? I ordered broccoli and one of their burgers, and their burger had like a sweet barbecue sauce, and I was like, whatever, I'm fine. I'm gonna enjoy it. Who cares? Just let it go. And I was there, and I was like, we should have had the spinach dip because I could have ate that with a spoon. Big time spinach dip. Yum. I eat avocados too. My problem is I'm coming off of a lot of sugar and caffeine in those cold Starbucks drinks. So I've been having a hard time feeling like an addict to those two. Yes, that's hard. Sugar addict, sugar addict. The more fat you eat, the better. And the problem is if you're used to real sugar, stevia doesn't taste the same at all. So that's really hard. How about eggs? They get me so full. Everything gets me full now. It's kind of really crazy. I think I missed something in there. I hope I didn't. So yeah, I've been doing the keto. Definitely go over there and check out. I mean, just trying to make it easier for the just like a grocery list kind of shopping. And it's worked out nice for me because I can just grab the list, and like I already kind of like know what I have, and I can just be like, oh, I need to make sure I have this. And it works out really good. It works out real good. I wilt spinach and bacon grease. Me too. It's so good. It's so good. I haven't found that I liked agave. I haven't liked agave. Well, I don't think I'm going to today because I have to like totally make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be. Oh, how do you start? I skipped you. Sorry, Vix. You wake up. Okay, you ready? You wake up, you fry you some eggs and butter, make a couple pieces of bacon, get some like natural sweetener, stevia, or I use pure, but it doesn't like I like the stevia packets from Walmart with a drop of real stevia because I like this like sharpness to the sweetness. And like I do those two and I put like a little drop, whatever. You eat that. And then if you feel like you're hungry in a little bit, and drink plenty of water, eat some more bacon. Make sure there's just no like carbs in whatever you eat. I eat guacamole. What are things I ate? How did I start? Oh, I know how I started. I did the butter and beef fast for 3 days. This was really how I started. I woke up and I said, I'm going to try and wait till 10 a.m. before I eat because I used to get up at like 6 and I'd start eating at 6 a.m. and eat until I went to bed. And instead of like just doing ground beef, I did burgers. I just went and got like I had burger packs, but the really good burgers, not like the crappy burgers with lots of fat in them. I'd cook them, season them, and get done, put them on my plate, add butter, and just eat that. And I did like 2 of those. So I would have brunch with one of those at 10, and then I would eat dinner and I would just make that. And I did that for the first 2 days. And then on the 3rd day, I actually went and I had the big tub of salad mix, the spring mix. I get the organic spring mix from Walmart. I took a hand pile of that. I put some blue cheese and I put my burger on that. And I ate that day. And that's still my staple. Like all else fails, I have a burger. I have a burger, no bread, no ketchup, with some cheese sometimes. Otherwise, if I'm cooking it at home, I don't. And I just try to eat that twice a day and not snack. And I've been in ketosis before and not lost weight. So, lost my train of thought there. And not lost weight at all, but been in ketosis. So because of that, I feel like it was really easy for me. Like once you've gone to ketosis, it gets easier and easier for your body to switch back into ketosis and be there. kind of deal. I don't even measure. I'm a lazy keto mama, hot mess, lazy keto mama. So I don't count my carbs. I just try to keep it low carb as possible to no carb, kind of deal. Let's see. Certain alternative sugars can mess with your blood sugar. Yes, you have to be careful and find what works for you. And it's like, there's not like a keto food, no keto food. It's about being in ketosis. It's a type of way your body's running. Your body's running on fat and not sugar or glucose. And so everybody's body's different. There's no exact, like, this is what everybody needs. You can cook everything in bacon grease. You can even use it as a salad dressing. Yes, you can. Crystal says, is use liquid stevia and powder and coconut palm sugar. Burger patties wrapped in romaine lettuce is good too. That. Gremlin says, I like how Homeschool for Two does steamed broccoli bags with butter and cheese. I got to go see what she's doing. I didn't see that. I loved meeting her. Did you all not love meeting her? I just had the best time with her. So Joel says carbs should be under 30 grams. That's a good one. I've heard too about trying to do carbs under 20 grams. I've heard kind of different stuff. I'm making good decisions because I'm not gonna lie. I still suffer from, I want to wake up and be like 150 again. I just want to wake up and be 150, like where I was a year and a half ago. You know, because I'm always having the up, down, up, down. I'm losing weight, I'm gaining weight, I'm losing weight, I'm gaining weight. And I just want to be at that place, you know, where it's not, I don't know. So I'm just, instead of trying to do ketosis to lose weight immediately, I want lifelong health is what I'm going for. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of what I did. And I tried to really cut myself down to 2 meals and kind of put myself in that intermediate fasting right away. But I didn't push it. If I was hungry, I ate fat, because if you're getting off sugar, you got to eat the fat to get yourself past the sugar and make sure you keep up. So Halo Top is 14 carbs. I could do it if I could still have a bit of ice cream. Have it. I did have one day we went to I went like all week being low carb, and then I hit Culver's. So we go to Culver's about once a month. As a family, we all get the kids meal. And what's cool, when you get the kids meal, you can get a side salad instead of fries. And so we get a bunless burgers, me and my, intolerance daughter, and we get a salad. Well, then you get the custard. And I was like, I'm having the custard. Oh my goodness. I felt so like, and like, here's the thing about being an overeater. Maybe I was 2 weeks in. That thing's only this big, right? I could have just like cried that I ate that much. It was just so much food at the end, like all that. And then like the sugar, and I was just like, whoa, I'm not feeling so good kind of deal. And so that's my big thing, is like, now I get full really, really quick. And I'm loving that. I don't feel so controlled by my stomach. Essentially, my stomach, it is not owning me at all. So that's been really powerful for me. Really, really powerful. What else do I have? I don't know. That's kind of like it. And I know I only got 9 minutes because I have to be somewhere. And I know it's been a while. I think I'm going to try and start jumping on to Facebook Live and doing Facebook Live randomly between a Monday or a Friday, and just kind of chitty chatty there. I might take my homeschool over there. Like, we literally start homeschooling in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is what I got. I did get this for, the Happy Planner, and this was the kit that they had. I did get this for homeschooling, and I'm still figuring out how I'm going to use it. I've looked at like making charts. I think I showed this on Facebook. Like, I played around with making charts. I don't know why, but I did. You see, and it's all classical conversation based. I kind of like classical conversations on the aspect of, I just got to follow it. I have a community to help me stay on it kind of deal. And then I've also worked at, I haven't decided what I'm going to do this for, what I'm going to track, but I did create a monthly tracker, and that's the day, but I haven't listed anything that I'm going to try and do. So next week, my kids are gone. I got somebody who's getting into Mary Kay. They're like, can we borrow your face? I'm like, sure. So Wednesday, I should look totally glamming it because they're going to come over and do my face. I was like, all right. Actually, but I do want, I want to see if they can go to town on my eyebrows and I could have some serious eyebrows because I could take some lessons in that. I got my skincare because I use Melaleuca. I do the Melaleuca MLM. I know. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that or not. They got so many rules, but I said it. Do that. Anyways, so I have really, really good face. The stuff, I have to say, of all the stuff that I've ever put on my face, I love the Melaleuca the best. And it's, supposed to be so organic and no, free of impurities and all. I don't know, but so I feel comfortable using that. So they're not going to sell me on that. But I don't really know how to do the eyebrows. Melaleuca does have this really cool eyebrow pencil, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be it forever. But I'm not good at doing my eyes, so we'll see. But I've always loved Mary Kay makeup. That was my go-to for 16 years. Well, up until I got into Melaleuca, then I got into their makeup, and I love their makeup. But we'll see. We'll see if kind of deal. Where do you get your cute planner stickers? I have really been buying mine just from Michael's, but I did put So Cute Planner Mama Cat on YouTube. She does a lot, and so I'm waiting for those to come in to see them. But then when I was there and I got that one, and then later on, I made my own planner, and then I just went to this because I have no self-control. I ripped out the stickers I like the most and stuck the pieces in here that I like the most. I haven't done a good job doing this week's plan. It's already Wednesday. But so I'm typically, I can't. I'm I can show you. I can't do that. I can do this one. So this is my week going in. I only wrote what I needed to do. And then later on, I will totally come in and journal it into something crazy. So I have that. And then I wanted to show you, we'll have to do this next time. I got 5 minutes. But I haven't given them to them yet at all, but I've been collecting stuff for them, for the kids. I know I'm in CC. I'm not going to say kiddos. I'm not going to do it. I don't know. That just doesn't do it. See, I found these are all Michael's dollar stickers because aren't those cool? Road trip. Because I went, oh man, I just dumped that off the thing. I went and got, see, I know I've taken it apart so it doesn't look the same, but it's the kids one. And I bought the sticker pack to go with it. So I've been kind of dumping really cool stuff in here. This one's Bubba's. And, I got him the sticker pack. But I've also, I've been saving, I've been preserving, because he just loves Moultrie there at Rumble Labs. So we got a Rumble Lab sticker that's going to go in there. And then there's his picture with him. Can we see it? Will it focus? Yeah, there we go. So that was at the homeschool convention. I think I have an Instagram. These are Instagram photos. That was another one. And I was printing them 6 to a 4x6 using my selfie printer. Just, keeping it boyish and all that. But I only bought the 2 oldest that are doing Challenge A planner. And because we're gonna say it's part of our week, it's about ownership. So coming and sitting down, what we're gonna do, or journaling what we did and all that. All right. Hey Shaneri. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Compass says, oh, you are here, girl. I didn't think you were here. I've quit doing much eye makeup. My glass disguise most of it anyways. Oh, how funny. Yeah. Mine is I look so different if I put makeup on. I did an Instagram photo of like a side by side, like on my way to a wedding and when I finally got all my makeup done. And my husband's like, "Did you Photoshop that?" I'm like, "You were in the car with me. We were in the car." And he's like, "But I don't remember." I'm like, "Seriously, dude? This is like why I don't believe him." He's like, "Oh, you look fine." I'm like, "You don't even know. You don't even know what like happened in the car." So let's see. I'll show it to you. Because I gotta show you. I like from the show me state here. But I feel like it's all about my eyes and eyebrows is what does all the work. And I can look totally different. I don't see it. I thought, oh, here it is. Remember this one? Yeah, that's like 15, 20 minutes later. That's 20 minutes later. A little bit of makeup does a wonder. Oh, what's going on with Josh and Doris? I'm missing that. Why are we praying for her? Oh, here we go. Josh and Doris. I'm just starting kindergarten pre-K with my 5 and 4-year-old, and I'm a little bit scared of messing up. Please pray for me. I can deal with a 2 and a 1-year-old who wants to be part. I have a video for you. Go look like for the mom who's homeschooling a kindergartner in the next 4 years. That's your video. You're going to be fine. Compass says, I got the happy planner for my 14-year-old because she loves working with her planner and the rest of the kids' academic plan from Dollar Tree. I did that too. So Lottie got one from the Dollar Tree, but she's going to get stickers so she can do the whole 9 yards. Alicia says, haha. Compass says, I've been hit or miss since competition season, 2 more weeks and life's back to normal. Yeah, eyebrows are a totally big deal. Yes, keep your lesson plan short. So yeah, that's what I got today. I'm sorry. It feels like it went so quickly. I know I'm moving the table again. I can't stop. I got some cool stuff though. I can't wait to share with you guys. So let's see. I had an order come in. It's an incomplete order because they forgot a couple things. So I got my 4-H book. So this one's the sewing, fashion, the whole 9 yards. The pig, like if they raise a pig, we haven't raised a pig before. So just making sure like we have the resources we need to do that. And then this is about sheep, raising sheep. I have more. And I have sewing ones and goats, the dairy goat ones. So I'm waiting on the dairy goat ones. Like getting your goat on. Anyway, and it's really cool. And I'm going to do a video on this because 4-H so it's really cool because this is what makes 4-H amazing. Not to just jump into 4-H, but anyway, is right here. Can you see it? So 4-H is all about, number 1, have your experience. Number 2, share it, process that experience, generalize, and then apply again. So you do before being, so I'm going to read it to you now. So number 1 is about youth doing before being told or shown how. So giving them that experience to fail, not necessarily fail, but to process and try before doing it. And the second step of that is for them to describe the experience and the reaction. The third is to process. So discuss what was most important about what they did. Then youth will relate the project and life skills practice to their own everyday experience. And then number 5 is youth share how they will use the project and life skills practice in other parts of their life. And then again, they'd go back. So this is like the 5-step model for 4-H and the way they want to use like projects to build leadership. And it says, as you can see, the youth first attempt the activity on their own. After the youth do as much of the activity as they can, you can then meet together and discuss what did they do? What was important? How does what they do relate to their lives? And so it's just really cool because that's the whole premise of 4-H. It's a youth development program. So it's not about raising animals for a fair. That's a tiny piece. What it's about is there's all these projects that they can do that we teach this 5-step model in, and we have it branch out to other parts of their life. And there's another book, and it's like really cool. And then even in the back of the book, so like it talks about read it, you know, like it gives you like resources that you can get to. But like I have a couple other books, and in the back they actually talk about, yeah, here we go. Like for science, engineering, technology, you can do ag science, animal science, engineering and technologies from robotics, submarines, electronics, computers, environmental, plant science. They have healthy living, and then they have citizenship. And it gets into all those resources, which makes it that way. So, all right. I do have to get going. I need to do some prayer requests. You got 2 minutes for prayer requests. And then I got to button this up. Try to keep lessons short, very unhinged. Saying hi and listening while gardening. Garden away. I love your like little garden beds in the back. I've been loving your day in the life videos and just seeing what the world looks like in California. You know, that's been really cool. Darsour says, I like your biceps. I hope you're not a weirdo, dude, because you're going to be out of here. I'm looking forward to seeing your CC journey this year. I'm still working on hubby to get back into 4-H, but not so much luck. That happens. You win eggs and bacon grease for lunch. Bam. Ooh, if you get the large mason lid rings, this is what I do sometimes. I'll cook 2 pieces of bacon. I'll get 2 eggs and a little bit of cheese. And so what I do is I cook them and I kind of do the yolk so it's a little runny. And I cook 2 of those, flip them over, take the lids off. And then my bacon's cooked. Sometimes I use bacon bit pieces because I don't have to cook them. And I put the egg, I put the cheese, I put the bacon, I put the other egg on it, and I eat it with a knife and fork, and it tastes just like, not just like, okay, because it's not, but it does remind me of an English muffin, an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's. And I eat that for lunch sometimes. So anyway, we're starting 4-H this year. Can't wait. Yes. I'm so excited. That's going to be so cool. It's going to be so cool. And do everything you can to be really part of any leadership training that they have for your kids. 4-H sounds great. It is. Hey, I made it. Good, Lindsay. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. I'm sure I'm super late, but I didn't fully miss it. That's right. So Peppermint Day, your life. Yes, your life has been so cool. Your day in the life's been so cool. All right. So if I don't have any prayer requests, I'm just going to put us in a covering of prayer and see you out of here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share me with your friends. Oh, and let's take a minute. I know. I keep forgetting. If you have a channel, type in here, I have a channel, so that everybody can do the 3 dots, click on those, and be able to know that, and make sure you open it up in a different tab so you can go subscribe. I just have to say, I mean, I might be partial, but I do have the best followers, and the other channels are simply amazing. So do that now if you can. And anybody? I know y'all got some channels up in here. Anyhow, if not, you can put them in the comments later on for that. So Lady Flora has a channel, so make sure you 3 dot that. I have to do that. I need to, because I don't think I'm following you. Go to a channel, open in a new tab. Oops, go here. Go to channel, open in a new tab. All right, I'm getting it done. It's the end of the time. Thanks for thinking of us. No problem. We all start from somewhere, and it's been awesome. All right, so make sure that I'm following you too. Pepper and Pine has a channel too. Chaos and Grace has a channel. Get it done, get it done. You got 1 more minute. Make sure you're posting it. I have to remember, like I say those things, but there's like a 15, 20-second delay. And so I'm like, wait, why aren't they posting? Oh, they have a delay. And some of you are probably folding laundry and doing dishes, kind of deal. So anyways, I do have to go. Love catching Mama Chats. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just thankful that you guys love it. I love being that time with you. I really love that time with you. Next week, I need to remember to talk about planners. And I went to CC Practicum. If there's one still going to happen between now and community, if there's any left, jump on and attend them. They're free. They're amazing. Now, they cover a lot of what CC is, so don't be shocked by that. But I mean, even as a non-CCer, there's a lot of things you could take home from it. So I was really just blown away. All right, I'm going to close this in prayer. Ooh. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the time you let us get together. Thank you for just the reasons that you bring us together and the conversations that you steer in the directions that you steer them. Dear Lord, thank you for always just coming to us as we work to be in the mission field, Lord, that we remind ourselves it's not about what the world values from the work we do, but it's about the way you value what we do and why it's important for what we do. Lord, and not to have our worth measured by what the world is eager to tell us it should be. Lord, thank you for the blessings you give us. Give us direction as we move forth, and let us walk and trust in you. In your son's precious name I pray. Amen. All right, you guys, have a good day. I really got to go. Really, really. So don't forget, give me a thumbs up if you're still watching. And I will talk to you later. Or a thumbs down if you don't like it. I don't care. You can give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Whatever you want to do. Give me something. Please, give me something. All right. Oh, Mama Schmooze is in the house. Girl, I love you. I love the stuff you're doing. Don't forget, she's got a video. She's got a YouTube channel too. Alrighty.